The primary purpose of the lab is to act as a kind of a conduit between the university and industry. It also creates a variety of opportunities to find new ways of gathering facts and telling stories and distributing them.
VOSMob, it's a platform where low-wage immigrant workers in Los Angeles can create digital stories and use the cheap prepaid cell phones that they already have access to do community reporting and journalism. Everything from daily life to protests and mobilizations to cultural activity. Because they don't have access to computers and broadband in the home, we think that we're doing something really exciting, which isn't the cutting edge of quote-unquote most advanced technology, but we think it's going to be the most useful.
If you go into an online system, and it doesn't matter if it's streaming video or Facebook or a video game or anything else, you're leaving behind digital traces. Those people are capturing lots of information about what people do.
What we're trying to do is identify who the key influencers are in those networks and how does that affect a brand's image, equity, and kind of how does word of mouth spread throughout social networks.
Those companies are getting access to my methods and my thinking and my team, and we're able to tell them things about their players or their customers or whoever that they usually couldn't get on their own either.
When you actually get this large-scale survey data of 2.5 million people and seeing not only what they do on Facebook, then also what they purchase, it's a great validation of the theory that you developed, seeing it in a real-world environment.
IBM has created this user interface. It's a program called Big Sheets that will have a database, and you manipulate it the same way you would as a spreadsheet, but you're manipulating a huge file. One experiment that was done by a graduate student here who has been doing analytics on Twitter feeds, looking at some many thousands of tweets about the Egyptian uprising.
What was taking me months to do, I was able to do overnight, and I was able to pull up 800,000 tweets in one evening. The next day, I was able to create this semantic visualization of the entire corpus of data.
Students are an enormous asset. They know way more than we do. They're experimenting constantly. They're inventing new ways of creating knowledge, of sharing knowledge, of distributing knowledge. We're going to come up with some really interesting ideas. We already are.